ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين صدق الله العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وصحبه وبارك وسلم
وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Honorable elders, respected youngsters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Janab Hashim Zirgaonkar was mentioning about the importance of zikr and how we should be remembering Allah and Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he did mention that we are busy, the husband is working, the wife is working, the children are working, sometimes even the chef is working. Times are tough because right? The chef has to pay taxes. Right? But remember, if you remain upon the sunnah and the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then every moment of your life and every step that you take is considered as the zikr of Allah. Zikr of Allah, remembering Allah, is not just restricted to a gathering. Even if you do business, and whilst you're doing business, your intention is that when a customer comes and he does not purchase anything, or when he purchases something, you do not take that credit, but whilst doing business, you say to Allah, he purchased something because it was your will. And if someone doesn't buy anything, you don't complain, but say, how could he buy anything when it was not your will? Even whilst doing business, you are in the zikr of Allah. So the remembering Allah, you have to be within the boundaries of Sharia, follow the laws of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and every breath that you take and every step that you take will be in the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But I'm here not for the elders, because our elders are, alhamdulillah, firstly they're old now, but the good thing is that they've lived their lives, and shall I be honest to you, they've lived their lives with the best of people. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. And in one way, they're much better than us, is because their time was much more closer to the time of Rasulullah. So the closer you are to him, the more muttaqi you are. But they, alhamdulillah, we have all the beautiful elders here. They stayed with and remained in the companionship of big, huge leaders of Ahlul Sunnah, Allama Abdul Alim Siddiqui, Hazrat Shaykh Bakr Shah Abdul Ghafoor, Khalid Shah Baba, right? And so they've lived their lives, alhamdulillah, and they know how to do zikr and askar. Now it's the responsibility of the youngsters. The question mark is, do you take what they left forward? And so what is the first thing that you need to do? Right. The first thing is the ayat which I had the honor of reciting. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqeen. Everyone knows this verse? What is the meaning? Everyone knows. O believers, ittaqullaha, easy translation of taqwa is fear Allah. Right? وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, and adopt the company of those who are truthful. So there's three things here. Allah is addressing who? the believers. And then commanding them to fear Allah. And then another command is be with the truthful. So what comes first? First is Iman. First is Aqidah. As youngsters of the community, make sure you remain firm on the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah. The biggest group and the truthful group. Which is the group of Ahlul Sunnah? The group that loves Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and a group that loves the Ahlul Bayt and the Sahaba. That is important. So first is Iman. Second is Taqwa. Third is Suhbah. If you do not have Iman, will namaz help you? So Iman is first. Taqwa comes later. After that, Suhbah. Taqwa is before Suhbah. Why? The Sufia and the Awliya mentioned the reason why you're commanded to perform, to adopt Taqwa and then Suhbah is because in Taqwa you earn deeds. In Taqwa what do? You earn deeds. And with Suhbah you protect deeds. Because with Taqwa you pray Salah, you earn good deeds. Zakat, earn good deeds. Sadaqat, earn good deeds. Fast in the holy month of Ramadan, earn good deeds. Hajj and Umrah, earn good deeds. But sometimes what happens when you start doing good deeds, there is Ana, I am a Namazi, I am a Haji, I am Alim, I am Sheikh, Wakunu ma'as-sadiqeen. Adopt the company of those who purify you from I. Adopt the company of that individual who does not have an I. And he, when you go to him after praying Salah, after giving Zakat or Hajj and Umrah, when you adopt his company, he will tell you, whatever you did in life, it is not you, it is the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not I, it is He. It is His tawfiq. وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Adopt the company of those who are truthful, who are righteous, who are sincere individuals. So Iman is first, Taqwa, then Suhbah. Now understand this. And these are the three main pillars of Islamic studies. First is Aqidah. Right? What is Taqwa namaz? That is fiqh. Right? And Wakunu ma'as-sadiqeen, tasawwuf. Right? Understand this. Right? To learn Iman, go to a madrasa. To pray Salah, come to masjid. To purify yourself, وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, come to Khanqa. Can you see the three main centers of Islam? Right? Or, shall I continue? For example, to learn the Aqidah of Tawheed, to learn Aqidah, you go to Mutakallimeen. To learn how to worship Allah, you go to Fuqaha. And to learn how to bring khushu and khuzu in your worship, you go to the Sufia. For example, who to worship in Salah, the Aqidah of Tawheed? You go to Sheikh Abu Mansur Maturidi. Go to Sheikh Abu Hasan Ash'ari. How to pray Salah? Go to Abu Hanifa. Go to Imam Shafi'i. Go to Imam Malik. Go to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. And how to bring your heart within Salah? Go to Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani. Go to Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti. Can you see the importance of? But it's in order. It's in order. What's the order? You can't just go and seek how to pray, how to bring your heart within salah without praying salah. Now we have individuals in it. No, you don't have to pray salah within your heart. Continue praying salah. You have individuals, isn't it? No. Hazrat, namaz time. I pray Madina. First is pray the salah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the way he prayed. Then work on bringing your heart. And remember, salah is first, salah is compulsory, salah is duty. Whether you like it, you don't like it. Right. Whether you like it, you don't like it. Whether you want to, you don't want to. Duty is duty. You know, when you go, people are, have you got jobs here? Who's got job? Everyone. There's no recession at the moment. Everyone's got a job, right? Even the business. When you go to your job, 9 to 5, whether you like it or not, you still go? Boss is waiting. Salah is your duty. Whether you want to. He was traveling and a man came to him, Sheikh, Huzur, I pray Salah, but sometimes I don't find the sweetness. I don't enjoy it sometimes. Hazrat Muhaddis Azam said to him, okay, do you still pray? He says, yes, I still pray. He says, Alhamdulillah. So the man asked, Hazrat, I came here with a problem. He didn't solve it, he said, Alhamdulillah. He said, the reason I said Alhamdulillah because you said to me that despite the fact you're not enjoying it, you don't find the sweetness, you're still praying, it tells me you're not the slave of enjoyment, you're the slave of Allah. Despite whether you like it, you still pray. That's your duty. Whether your nafs wants, no, you have to break your nafs and defeat shaitan and come and pray salah. Duty is duty. Right? So this is why وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Adopt the companionship of those who are truthful. You will become truthful. If you stay with those, like I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of bad companionship. You know, sometimes you have friends who have a lot of cigarettes. Am I right or not? Yes. And see, a lot of people are smiling. I'm not going to point fingers right now. Right? And sometimes I know people who don't smoke. But they remain with those who do. So every time they come to the house, it seems, did you smoke? Can you see the result of a bad company? Right? The Prophet, peace be upon him, says, an example of a good company is going to a perfume shop. Musk, perfume. You may not buy anything, but when you come out, you smell. Wow. You'll come out with the fragrance of a perfume. So this is why, and shall I tell you one thing? Sometimes a good company is, a sohbah is being at the right time, right place, with the right person. Sometimes the person is right, the place is wrong. Sometimes the place is right, the time is right, the person is wrong. So when the three rights are together, then you may get something that you cannot imagine. It's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was drinking milk. On his left side was Hazrat Abu Bakr, and on his right side was a Bedouin, normal person from a village. Now Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam drank. Who deserves it? The next. Hazrat Abu Bakr. He is the most superior after prophets and messengers. The more closest to the Prophet. Right? Yeah. Friend of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Someone who remained with him all the time. But Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave it to that Bedouin. And he said, Al-Aymana fal-Ayman. When you drink and you want to share it with someone, then share it with the right side. And then from right to right. See, that Bedouin was at the right time,
The right place.
at the right place,
Wow.
In the right company.
with the right company. What belonged to Abu Bakr, he was receiving it.
Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar.
Think about it.
Yeah.
This is why there was a thief, and he saw a sheikh, and he saw his jubba. He said, "This sheikh seems quite wealthy. Let me go after him." He was a thief, and he went behind this sheikh, and not realizing this is not an ordinary sheikh. This is Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani.
Subhanallah.
And he went into his hujra. He did not find anything that could help him that he needed to. But he went in his hujra, in his house, at the right time, right place, with the right person. He went in the house as a thief, came out as a waliullah.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Adopt the companionship of those who are truthful. And this is the message of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani. Sohbah. And unfortunately, a lot of people in the modern era find this useless and fruitless. What I studied, I tell you myself, what I studied being in the companionship of elders of our silsila and my teachers, what I studied with them in their sohbah is more than what you can get from books.
Subhanallah. Yeah.
Hazrat Shah Bakshullah Shah received everything from the sohbah of Allah Hazrat Ashrafiniya.
Inshallah.
Am
Subhanallah.
I right or not?
Yeah,
Everything.
subhanallah.
Everything from his sohbah. Right? Because one is you study from the book. One is that his eyes make you understand everything.
Subhanallah.
Right? And so when you study from books, it's your understanding. And when he makes you understand, then it's his understanding.
Subhanallah.
It's he who's making you understand. So it's important that you adopt the companionship of those who are close to Allah. And always remember, when we talk about tasawwuf or Sufism or who are Sufis, and inshallah, if we get a chance, we'll speak about this in Grassy Park event. But the definition of a true Sufi is someone who lives his lives within the boundaries of Sharia, and he works on developing his attributes and becoming a reflection of the beauty of the awliya Allah. Nothing else. Right? Awliya Allah mentioned that the greatest karama of a Sufi, of a wali, is that he remains firm on Sharia. So I say to my youngsters here, whatever you do in life, hold on to the laws of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Make that your priority. That comes first. The rest comes later. First is the love of Rasulullah, the Sharia of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. And this is important for me, this is important for you. Especially if you want to walk on this path. This path is not an easy path. But if you do what you are meant to do, then alhamdulillah, you will, every moment, every step it will take you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Make sure you remain in the companionship of those who are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hazrat Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, look, if you study his life, if you study his miracles, if you study his teachings, if you study his books, you will realize that his teaching was, especially on tasawwuf, it was Purify your heart, follow Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. Love the Ahlul Bayt, respect the Sahaba. Love the Ahlul Bayt, respect the Sahaba. And that is important in this path. So my only advice to the youngsters here is hold on to Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah. Make sure no one can move you from your Aqidah.